Well, guys, I guess it's over, boys. Stop playing video games, apparently. Men should stop playing video games. By ref, we are going in. Also, please consider liking and subscribing. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Every little bit of support matters. I read everything, right? Everything, right? We also stream daily, so probably if you see this, I'm probably not live because I usually post ref videos in the morning for me. But yeah, we are in fact streaming every single day. I'm live every single day for 6 hours, so you might catch me. Anyways, shameless plug here. We'll go in. Yeah, yeah. It's been interesting. Honestly, this is probably not even the. I'll be real. This is not the first post and not the last post of this kind I've seen. It is just very funny that like it's unattractive for women when men play video games. I wonder if a man made a post like this, right? Let's say a man made a post like this. Something hobby is unattractive. Is unattractive when women do it. Would that be a problem? Right? Would that be a problem? I probably assume so. When people would cry that it's like misogynistic to say that women can do what they want, yada yada yada. You get the idea. So let's see a little bit of let's see how our brain cells are slowly dying. This first post. I know this is unpopular, but it will always be unattractive for grown men to play video games. Someone might be understanding or pretend like they don't care that you spent hours playing, but they do. It's extremely unattractive to women and will never not be. Well, then I'll just go to work during that time. But then you will complain that I don't spend enough time with you. That's also a problem, huh? Hold up. Let's just go in. By the way, hot take, if you do any hobby to a obsessive degree where you don't care about anything else but that hobby, of course that's unattractive. That would also be unattractive in a woman. Shocker.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rif here. So over the years on this channel, I have covered countless bad takes from social media, but this tweet in particular we're going to cover today deserves a spot in the Hall of Shame because it's just that bad. So this user has gone viral over the past couple of days, receiving millions and millions of responses claiming that it is unattractive for grown men to play video games. Now, so many people have weighed in on this, both male and female gamers, largely dunking on this user who's trying to speak on behalf of all women and claiming it is unattractive.
Well, we already see the community notes, so that is not particularly surprising. Honestly, I think just honestly, most of these people are just incredibly delulu. I don't. I'm gonna be real. Men, listen, men. If you just go do your hobby normally, right? No obsession, right? You don't neglect anything, right? You just do your hobby, right? And your woman is not okay with this, then she's not the one. And I'm sorry, but you don't have to neglect your interests because she doesn't like it. See, there was this story, right? I don't know how the man is doing currently, but he was a Yu-Gi-Oh creator. Yep, a Yu-Gi-Oh creator. I think we watched the video, we reacted to that, and yes, he was a Yu-Gi-Oh creator, okay? And this poor man, since his woman didn't like it, she wanted him to pursue a proper job. By the way, this man was living off this, right? He was financing his life with this, right? He was doing it, right? He was paying for everything. That was his job. His woman wanted this to him to stop, right? Now here's the interesting part. She still wanted him to pay everything. And right, so he dropped this hobby and now the money wasn't enough. It wasn't needed, it wasn't enough. So eventually she just divorced him. And I think she divorced him. I'm pretty sure she divorced him. And yeah, the guy lost everything. He sold everything. So yeah, learn from the story. Don't do it. Don't do it. If she doesn't like what you do, then she's not the one. Moving on. I think he's back now. I think he's back in business right now. He's doing it. I'm pretty sure he's still now making content again. I could be wrong. I sadly don't remember the name. Guys, if you know the story and you know the name, please tell me.
For men to have a hobby such as playing video games. Yeah, sorry, men. I don't write the rules. Twitter user Lizzie does. And apparently, if you're not at work and during your 20 minutes of allotted free time, if you're not playing with rocks and sticks, you are doing something that is very unattractive. Now, of course, Lizzie is dropping a very disappointing take here that's getting done.
Yeah, big guys. If you don't unga and therefore you bunga, if you're not out there hunting animals, if you're not out there chopping wood, if you're not out there just like working all day, you're not a man. Your man privileges, please. And your man parts. Thank you. You're a woman now. Such, I don't know, such meaningless brain rot on Twitter.
On by many, but I want to start this video real quick, 30 seconds, to share some good news. The official Rev plushie campaign has been extended by 2 weeks. It was supposed to expire in just mere hours, but given the success of this campaign, Uwu Market reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to extend the campaign by 2 weeks, and of course, I said yes. So that's 2 more weeks for people to claim the official Rev plushie right here. Here's the 360 view if you haven't seen it already. We're at nearly 400 units raised. I cannot thank you guys enough for the amazing support on this campaign. I'll put a link to this in the pinned comment. Please check this out. Make no mistake, this extension is the first and last one. So you have exactly 2 weeks to claim this before it is gone forever. Again, check out the link if you're interested. Support on this campaign not only helps.
I still have no idea if I ever got to a position where I could do merch, what I would even do with that, and how, what would I do, in fact? That's the big question. What would I do, in fact? That's the crazy part, right? What would I do? Let me know what you would be interested in. I don't know. Maybe a keychain? I don't know. I have no idea. Like, if you buy VTuber, if you buy creator merch, if you buy merch in general, right? Let me actually know what you buy. Because I don't buy anything, right? I bought a like Fisher hat, right, once from a German creator, but that was about it. So let me know. I'm curious.
Helps out the channel, but also helps out with future merch opportunities as well. So let's return to the tweet in question here. Let's read it in full. So Lizzie says this: I know this is unpopular, but it will always be unattractive for a grown man to play video games. Some women might be understanding or pretend like they don't care that you spend hours playing, but they do. It is extremely unattractive to women and will never not be. Now you can see some of the proposed notes that are claiming this post is not only misogynistic, but also it is, well, assuming what women consider as a monolith attractive, which is always a ridiculous thing to do. But you can see the level of interactions here. In just one day, this post has gotten 16,000 replies.
16,000 replies, 4.4k quotes, and just 5k likes, while having 7.8 million, almost 8 million views. You are getting the brakes beaten off of you. And since the translation feature on Twitter's now, they are probably beating your in the quotes in different languages. Reconsider, delete this, reconsider it. Though even if you delete it, people have screenshotted it. You're not getting out of this anymore. So weird. It's so odd.
We're not even including the number of tweets and separate posts, just replies. And it has nearly 10 million views itself. And people are absolutely dismantling this tweet because basically it's telling men, if you have a hobby I find icky, well, you're unattractive, and I speak on behalf of all women when I say that.
Oh no. Anyways.
Now everyone's weighing in, including people like Asmongold, where he made this reply absolutely eviscerating her, saying, the only women that need to compete for attention from men with video games are either fat, ugly, or annoying. Most of the time, all three. Imagine having Preston losing to an Xbox. Every guy knows there are girls you'd pause your game for, and girls You wouldn't. So the Roach King, he's weighing in.
Bro, why pause your game if your girl could just join in? That's the also the thing, right? If you have a girl that likes video games, I think this might be heaven, right? You can just power through multiplayer games, right? Have cute couple game nights, right? Not why not, right? That's like the thing, right? I'm probably a bit delusional here, but still, again, he is saying some words of truth here. If you have to compete with, if your has to compete with an Xbox and you lose, that might be a problem. Now, this problem might also be on him. Maybe he is neglecting stuff, but if he's not, if he's doing anything he does, if he takes care of everything he has to, right? And you still don't let him have a little bit of him time, a little bit of time for himself, right? To go after what he likes. Then you are the problem. No denial on that. You are the issue. Clearly. I don't think we need to argue about that. You are the issue, and you need to reflect on that. Nothing much to say here.
With a hot take that I believe a lot of people would agree with, okay? He's coming in with a nuke here, and, well, he completely destroyed this woman. And you can see other people weighing in, like Omni saying, gender assigning playing video games to men only while projecting your own views onto an entire demographic. This might be one of the worst tweets of all time. Like I said, I've covered countless bad takes from social media, but this one is not only bad, it's also just incredibly narcissistic. It has that main character syndrome where this person believes she speaks on behalf of all women and what they find attractive, and it's backfiring, okay? Both men and women are criticizing this. It's just a really bad.
Understandably so, because I'll be real. It's just in my opinion ridiculous to sit here and say, "Oh yes, only like right." It's like I am the progenitor. I am the one who speaks for all women. I am the women overlord. It's also like how do I say this? It's also like weird because like it's right. It's like I am the focus point of the relationship. If I don't like something, you need to stop with it. And then you get into a situation like the Yu-Gi-Oh guy, where you lose everything because your woman's obviously said, you should stop, get a real job.
Take. Here's Smash JT weighing in saying, I know this is unpopular, but posts like this are extremely unattractive. Some men might be desperate or pretend to care for your approval, but those are the ones you want to avoid. It is extremely unattractive to men to see women write this cringe stuff. And he's absolutely right. You want to talk about something that's unattractive? The original post is very unattractive. It shows a woman who will judge you and call you unattractive or attack you or belittle you for having a hobby. Because that's what it is at the end of the day. Playing a video game is a hobby, okay? And this woman would judge you. Like, I can't imagine my wife judging me for playing video games. If anything, in my own marriage, my wife has encouraged me to go do things like play video games, take time for myself, relax, take it easy, right? That's what a healthy marriage looks like. Everyone.
That's what a healthy relationship looks like. Listen, you can't just constantly sit on your partner's back the entire time, right? It is crucial that you spend some time apart. It is crucial that you spend some you time, right? It's crucial that you spend some time on stuff that you like, right? Without your partner, right? Because if she's if she's your wife, if she's your girlfriend, she likes she probably has things she likes as well that she wants to do, and she will take time for herself with that as well. So why shouldn't you? Why shouldn't you?
Has preferences and has input on how they want to run their marriage and what they find attractive or not. But to look at your husband and just men in general and be like, it is extremely unattractive for you to play video games at all. That is ridiculous. You can see this reply right here, literally described in Smash JT's response.
I wonder if she has pulled this back. I wonder if she made like an apology tweet or if she like backed down. If she didn't back down, at least I can give her that, right? That she didn't back down. But that's all I can give her here, realistically.
Response, by the way, saying, I really don't blame her if she's talking about you losers who cry woke every 5 minutes. If she sees the way you people behave on Twitter, then I definitely understand her and most women avoiding you nut jobs. I really hope she sees this post, little bro. I really hope she sees this one. But anyways, let's move on to a post here, a quote from It's a Gundam saying, God forbid you see your husband having a good time. Yeah, can you imagine a reality where your
God forbid your husband has a better time with a video game that he likes than with you. Seems like he has some marital problems, but that's just me. That's just my opinion. I don't know.
husband is having a good time, enjoying a hobby? Yeah, that's absolutely unacceptable, according to individuals like this, who honestly, despite what they might claim, they come off as a feminist. This is the type of stuff we've seen for years and years. This is some like Anita Sarkeesian type energy from 2014, you know? And then I saw this post, like, without even referencing the tweet, this one would get 11,000 views with her profile picture saying the face of a woman whose husband waits 15 minutes in the car.
That's okay. That's damn. Shots fired. Yikes. Okay, bro. That's destructive. That is a diabolical post. Bro, I'm gonna call the police. I've just witnessed murder. Holy fuck. Damn, I mean, kinda, yeah, true.
After work before going inside. I mean, hey, if he's going to get judged for playing video games and told he's performing unattractive behaviors by playing video games and having hobbies, yeah, he might need 15 minutes to decompress and to prepare himself before he goes into his house. Sad, but unfortunately, that sounds like the reality here. Now, Kongmin Lee here would weigh in saying, if it's an addiction that takes the place of his primary responsibilities, then sure. But there is nothing wrong with men playing video games as a hobby. That is the very simple point that I guess should be raised, right?
Actually, even that, yeah, makes sense, right? If somebody's like neglecting stuff, sure, yeah, that's something that I could see being unattractive. Just like a woman would neglect her duties, right? Makes sense, right? In a home. However, she doubled down. She doubles down. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying that in general, women find it unattractive. So you are saying there's something wrong with it. Because if women find it unattractive generally, then there's something wrong with it.
Everything in moderation.
Oh, by the way, 200 replies to this one as well.
If you're someone who's playing video games 15 hours a day and ignoring your wife or your kids and all of your responsibilities, of course that's a problem. Just like anything can be a problem if you overdo it. But we're just talking about men playing video games in general. Okay, we're not talking about the extremes. That was what was described in the original post. Just men playing video games being unattractive in general. But Lizzie would respond saying, I am not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying that in general, women find it unattractive. Again, trying to speak on behalf of women like they're a monolith, right? That she speaks on behalf of all women feel the same way that she does, which is just completely ridiculous. And also, I wonder if she would feel the same way if we looked like, we talked about people like Henry Cavill, right? He's a gamer, a very proud one, and one that actually cares about source material and things that he's working on that come from video games and related franchises, right? I wonder if she would change her tune when guys like him are very, very invested in playing video games. But what about women? What do women...
Yay, Smugglona! Let's go. Here we go. Finally, an opinion from a lady. I wonder what she says about those. Oh, wait, that's fine, probably.
...have to say about this take? Well, they're not agreeing either. Here's Smugglana in quote saying, women find it unattractive, end quote. Okay, you do. Maybe. And you're allowed to have that opinion. But to broad stroke an entire gender like that is regarded. This reads like rage bait. So obviously, there's one example of a woman disagreeing. Here's another one saying, I'm a grown woman who plays video games, and I say, mind your own business. Here's another response from the background NPC saying,
Oh, wait, isn't this the really nice lady that we've watched before? Yeah, I think it is, isn't it? Hold up. Maybe it's not? I don't know. Because I remember I remember this name.
Lizzie, respectfully, this is neither objective nor a good take. Addiction or family neglect is one thing, but a man having a hobby he enjoys is important. Gaming can be relaxing, social, creative, and family friendly. Men deserve to have outlets without being mocked for them. Now, listen, men. Again, if you're not at work bringing in more bacon and in your allotted free time chopping firewood, I'm sorry, you are performing unattractive behaviors and you deserve to be mocked and belittled by your wife and women.
Is that crazy? She's like talking like those ladies, right? That right, this like list of unattractive things that men do. Anybody remember that gambling and what else was up there? Gambling was higher up there than like was low. No, correction. Gambling was lower than video games, or anime and manga. That was very interesting to look at that. I guess maybe the list is accurate if they all ask women like this.
In general, I don't write the rules. Lizzie from Twitter does, who's now trying to backpedal in a further response to the original thread saying, I'm not saying this to attack men. By the way, I'm just speaking objectively here. Oh, geez. So you can see there's a community note, which is fantastic. It says, the statement that women find men unattractive.
Objective, 980 replies, 912 likes. Not so much objective about this one here, huh? People don't really like it, huh? Sounds like it's not really an objective fact, but what do I know?
Attractive for playing video games is entirely subjective, not objective. This user is not speaking objectively in any regard, with a link to a Wikipedia page for what subjective means. And yes, this is attacking men. I'll add that on as well. This entire thread is attacking men. And like I said, this gives very strong feminist energy here. Okay, that's how I view this sort of standpoint. I would expect this from a feminist, okay? They can deny that they're a feminist all they want, but this...
Or from Matt Walsh. I would also expect this from Matt Walsh. For example, regarding anime. I could totally see this being posted by Matt Walsh. That's the funny part. I do see this about like I could see this about a conservative feminist being posting this as well. Very interesting.
This is what it sounds like. And here's another response saying, do you feel the same way if they were reading a book for hours, watching movies, TV, drawing, gardening, or is it just video games? Yes, it's just video games. Like, let's be real. It's just video games being singled out because that's always associated with nerd culture and just like nerdiness in general. And it's always the hobby that is singled out and attacked more than anything else, right? And of course, people are quick to point out that the same user, Lizzie, is talking about The Bachelor. Ah, yes, The Bachelor. And this person says, pipe down. You know, you can enjoy your reality TV slop, but heaven forbid your husband want to play some video games, because that's just icky. That's unattractive, that's embarrassing. But you can have your reality slop television. Make it make sense, ladies and gentlemen. But here's another set of replies. This person desperately searching for validation from the OP saying, here for the comments. I agree, by the way. Video games are super dumb for any adult to spend copious amounts of time on. I like how...
So are books. You're not gaining anything from reading novels, right? You're not gaining anything from reading novels. So is art. Worst case, you're not getting anything from drawing, ever. Maybe you get better at it, maybe. But that's not a guarantee. What else do we have? Like, you get the idea. So is watching movies. That's a waste of time, right? It's like a waste of time. You should technically, optimally, just be working all day, every day, be productive from waking up to sleep because, right? You can only do something that gives you a gain. Nothing else matters.
You have to add this part that she did not say. She was not saying they're spending copious amounts. She just said that they're spending time playing video games. But the OP responds by saying, Hornet's Nest got kicked. LOL. Ah, yes. I was only pretending to be stupid. Yeah, this person is now trying to basically act like they were here to ruffle some feathers and they're really
Yeah, they're like here, like, oh, dumb statement. Oh, so many triggered people. Shut up.
happy about it. No, you're getting dunked on, everyone's making fun of you, and you sound completely insufferable. And then they would quote themselves saying the reactions to this did not disappoint with a laughing emoji here. Again, this is just total copium, like there's no other way of describing this. Both men and women came together to dunk on this post. That's a rare moment on the internet where people can just agree on this, whether they're male or female. The original post is just bad. It's really as simple as that. And they weren't done doubling down. You know, they totally don't care, by the way. They're just kicking the hornet's nest and enjoying all the reactions. But in the same original thread, they're adding on by the hour, including this saying, read this, with a fire emoji. And apparently this is describing why it's unattractive to play video games. And like, no, we're not reading all that. And whoever is desperately trying to validate your opinion over this is big simping, because like, I don't understand.
Somebody's trying to get box. Gabriel Huddleston is trying to get box. That's all there is to it. My man is trying to collect some box. That's all there is to it.
Understand like why anybody would feel the need to defend the original post. The original post is an absolute joke, right? It is trying to speak on behalf of all women as a monolith. It is trying to disparage men and discourage them from having things like a hobby. Yes, video games are a hobby. It's okay to play video games. And if a woman in your life doesn't want you to have hobbies and enjoy them in moderation,
she is not the one. She's not the one. Run.
that's a super big red flag. And I think that goes without saying. But that's going to do it for this video. If you guys, men out there, male gamers, female gamers, please, you know, all 10% of you female gamers in this audience, breaking it down by demographics here, all 10% of you, feel free to weigh in on this in the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, consider subscribing and turning on those notifications for daily uploads. And
anyway, so yeah, to summarize this whole situation, if we want to do this, this woman's retarded. That's all there's to it. And I think, yeah, I think everything was said already, right? Your woman, your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Once you just stop with a hobby that you do in moderation, it's just a normal hobby, by the way, not anything ridiculous like OF is not a hobby, big guy. Oh, big girl in this case. That's a red flag, and it might not be the best idea to stick around with this person, because you're gonna be miserable, you're gonna be unhappy if she has an issue with your hobbies. That's all I can say. Anyways, thank you for watching. Please consider liking, subscribing. Every little bit of support helps. Also subscribe to Ref. That simple. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.